Hey guys, it's Katie. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my month last month. Today is May 1st and it is almost summertime, my favorite time of the year, and there's a lot going on right now, so I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things with you. A few weeks ago we went to the Renaissance Festival. It was amazing. It was the first time I've ever dressed up in my entire life at the Renaissance Festival, and I loved every second of it. I would totally recommend doing that for anybody who is into costumes, cosplay, any of that kind of stuff. I have always been the person that goes to the conventions and the festivals and just kind of watched people from afar and just really admired their costumes and secretly wanted to be dressed up in costumes but never actually got to do it. This year, that changed. I made my own costume. I went to the festival. I dressed up. My dogs dressed up. It was a lot of fun. I just kind of wanted to share with you a little bit about how I made my costume. And I'm not going to do the whole tutorial. That will be a different video, but I just kind of wanted to just give you a glimpse. I had so much fun making it, and it was actually really simple. And then when I got to the festival, there were so many people that were like, wow, I love your costume, it's amazing, did you make it yourself? And I was blown away because I don't have really any sewing experience at all, and I just kind of researched on the internet like a lot of different ways to make what I had visioned in my mind. So I was a woodland fairy, and this was the top portion of my costume. So you can see there's some blue and purple flowers, and then some green plants with some yellow flowers on them. And it was actually very simple to make. Probably the hardest part was like the planning of it, and then just arranging where everything went. Everything is hot glued on here, nothing is sewn, and I used a corset that I got from Amazon, and it ties in the back, and it has like a top tie and a bottom tie, so you can tighten whichever areas need more tightening, which I really liked. So I got these flowers from the Dollar Tree. The purple and the blue ones I got from the Dollar Tree, and the green and yellow flowers I actually got from Michael's. Now, if you are starting out with any sort of craft that is using flowers, I would totally recommend going to the Dollar Tree first, because you spend $1, you get like a little bouquet of flowers. If you mess up, you've only spent $1, so it's a win-win situation. They had a really good selection. I got the green and the yellow flowers from Michael's because I was debating about, using fern or ivy, but I really didn't want my costume to look like poison ivy. I wanted it to look like a woodland fairy. So that's why I got the little yellow flowers and the green. And so I spent $1 on these purple and blue ones, and then I spent, I think, $4 on the green and the yellow, the entire green and yellow. It came on like a really long vine, and it was originally about $12 for the vine at Michael's. But cool thing with Michael's, same thing with Joann's and Hobby Lobby, I'm pretty sure, you can always find a coupon online for about 40% off one item, or you can find a coupon for 20% off your entire purchase. Pretty much every time I've gone to one of those stores, I've been able to use a coupon. I also get emails from them, so if you want to sign up for their email list, you can always get coupons that way also. But the day that I got these flowers, it was $12 normally for the flowers, and then they were on sale that day in the store. I think they were like 40% off or something, and then I had another coupon, so I spent $4 on a coupon. So for all the flowers on this, I spent a total of $5, and the corset itself was $13.99 on Amazon. And I love this corset. It is really comfortable. I did not want to go shopping around and going to like different lingerie shops and trying on corsets. I did not have time for that. I just wanted something that was cheap but decent quality, but cheap, because if I was like sewing and hot gluing stuff to it and it got messed up, I didn't want to, you know, be in the hole with that. So it was $13.99. So for the entire top part of the costume, I only spent like $20 for it, and that's a pretty good deal since it's customized. Trek and Nova were dressed up, and I just kind of used scraps for most of their costumes. Trek, I did get some felt from Walmart, and they have like little felt pieces for about 23 or 29 cents, I can't remember. But his costume, I think, was maybe $7 or $8 to make. And then I used this little stormtrooper guy for him, because Trek was a dewback, and I don't know where did your gun go? But yeah, Trek was a dewback. Everybody kept thinking that he was a dragon with a stormtrooper riding on, and I was like, oh, people don't know what the animals are in Star Wars, but it's okay. They all thought he was really cute. And then Nova was a rebel princess, and we ended up taking their costumes off about halfway through the festival because it was kind of hot that day and I didn't want to mess their costumes up. So it was really fun. And Nova's costume was easy to make too. I used leftover flowers from another project. Again, the flowers are from Dollar Tree. So $1, and then scrap fabric for her little cape. And so I think I only spent $1 on her costume. So that was really cool. And the crazy thing is, I lost my phone at the Renaissance Festival about an hour in, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. If it turns up, it turns up. If it doesn't, I can always transfer my stuff from like Google Drive or, you know, whatever. And we went to the Lost and Found at the end of the day, and somebody turned my phone in, and I was like, oh, thank you for honest people in this world. That is awesome. So it totally made our day way better than it already was. The only bad thing was I didn't get to take like a whole lot of pictures with my phone. We just used Chris's phone the entire time, but it was a lot of fun. If you have a chance to go to the Renaissance Festival in Georgia, it's in Fairburn, Georgia. It's awesome, a lot of fun. The people are nice, the shows are great, and you should just check it out. Now the next thing that's going on is in June, I am doing a cycle challenge, and it's for childhood cancer. And it's the Great Cycle Challenge. I'll post the link below, and you can donate or sponsor me if you want through that link. I've raised $90 out of $500, and I'm going to be riding 200 miles starting in June. So we have a whole month to go before June, obviously, but I'm just gonna kind of talk about it throughout this month to let you guys know, you know, what's going on. You'll see pictures of me on my bike training, and I know 200 miles might not seem like a lot for people who are, you know, professional cyclists, but I haven't been on my bike in a really long time. When I used to ride regularly, it was like 20 or 30 miles a day, and maybe 3 or 4 days a week, but my bike's a mountain bike, it's not a road bike, so it's a little bit harder to get in a lot of miles, and I didn't want to choose an insane amount of miles that I had to complete in June, so 200 miles seemed like a feasible goal. So if I do more than that, that's awesome, but for now it's just 200 miles, and I'll post a link to that below this video. I am going to be posting videos on Sundays and one other day during the week. Right now I have not chosen which day yet. It might just be a random day depending on what the schedule is, but if there's something that you guys want to see in my videos regarding fitness, health, video games, nerd stuff like Star Wars or Wonder Woman, whatever you want to see, hiking, huskies, I don't know. Just let me know what you would like to see in these videos, and I will try I will try to tailor it to what you guys like, so, or what you guys want to hear about. So that is it for today. I will see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye.